past decade, Alaska Airlines has teamed up with Boeing and the Port of Seattle to give teenagers an inside look at the aviation industry. The kids get to see everything from designing plans to setting out flight paths to piloting a Boeing 737. Their annual aviation day fuels these students' passions for pursuing a career in flight. So here with more, please welcome Alaska Airlines Seattle-based Chief Pilot Captain Ron Limes and Joe Nathan Alderson, a student at Big Bend Community College and a pilot in training. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
This is so cool. So Joe Nathan, you're training to be a pilot. You already are. Where are you in the process?
I'm currently a private pilot, and I'm training for my instrument and commercial, and then hopefully a flight instructor in the summer.
Congrats. How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
20 years old, and you've already got this going on. How did you get interested?
8th grade, I had to choose a career, and...
How did you have to choose a career in 8th grade?
It was for high school. They had an
entrance
exam.
Okay.
So like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I decided to be a pilot. I was always fascinated with planes.
Right.
So it was just a natural choice.
And so you got involved in this program, right?
Yeah.
And how did that help you?
Pretty much Ron, he helped me a lot actually. If I didn't meet him, I wouldn't be where I am today.
So tell us a little bit about your career. You were in the Air Force.
Yes, 26 years in the Air Force, both active and reserve. I retired in 2016.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Thank you.
What did you fly?
I flew, I'm going to age myself, I flew C-141s, and I finished in the C-17 at Joint Base Lewis McChord.
So big
cargo.
Planes.
Yes.
Big planes.
Yes.
And so your career at Alaska, how long have you been there?
I've been 18 years at Alaska flying 737s the whole time.
How is this possible? Because you look like you're 35. So he started in infancy as a pilot.
God bless you. Yes.
What is it? I won't ask you about the math. What is it like to mentor young people like Joe Nathan?
It's great. You know, we've all had mentors. Someone's always helped us, you know, get where we're going. And when I met Joe Nathan a couple years ago, you know, when I see a young person, I kind of do beeline and just go introduce myself and see what they're about. And if there's anything I can do to help them advance and where they're going, I'll do it.
How did he help you the most?
He gave me paths that I can follow to become an airline pilot, and he introduced me to colleagues of his that helped me by telling me schools I could go to. And
that's important, right? Because you don't know where to start necessarily. If you say, I want to be a pilot, okay, what does that involve?
Yeah.
Where do I go? Who do I talk to? This is the 10th year for this gathering, so obviously it's made a difference in a lot of people's lives because it carries on. What does the day look like?
Well, the day, it's a great day. Alaska Airlines opens up their operation for 1,500 plus students, kids of all ages, to come and explore what aviation is all about.
We're seeing some of it now.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And we open up the airline, and the kids start out, and they do a multitude of activities from, like you said, flying a 737 simulator, which is a blast. And they're
I would like to do that. Can adults get involved?
Yeah. And the important thing is they're exposed to so many careers, you know, that they may not be exposed to, from piloting, flight attendant, dispatch, maintenance, engineering, so many things.
Good point, because it's not just piloting a plane.
Right.
There's lots, and people may be excited about engineering or other things like that. Joe Nathan, what would you say to other kids who might be thinking about this but think, I don't know what to do? I
would say start as early as possible. Go down to your local airport, sit in the pilot lounge and talk to other pilots and get their story and their background and their tips on how to become a pilot. And
what did you find about the different ways that people go about starting a career like this?
Usually it's either civilian or military. I'm doing civilian. I'm thinking about going to the military. Ron talked to me backstage.
Yeah. Well, I'm an Air Force brat, so I always love to hear that. I think it's a great way to go about life. Captain Limes, what would you say to people who want to start this career, boys and girls?
Yeah, well, find a program. You know, find a program and a mentor. And we're fortunate here in the Puget Sound. We have the Museum of Flight, you know, just a couple miles down the road, and have wonderful programs. One that's near and dear to me is the Michael Anderson program. And we expose kids, underserved kids in the community, to aviation and STEM. We have a full education program. That's the Michael Anderson program. And the Museum of Flight has a multitude of programs, all price points. You know, anyone can go, and it's just a wonderful place. And there are other programs in the area that you can plug into. That's what would be my advice.
And what's the best thing about flying?
Oh, it's awesome. You know, you get to you get to control this machine and look down on the clouds. It's wonderful.
It's amazing, isn't it? I think if we've ever had a chance to go in a small plane, we get a little bit of a sense of what pilots get to do. What was it like flying those enormous planes?
Well, it's something you just grow to gradually. You know, you start small and you get bigger and bigger, and it's just a natural progression. It was wonderful. You get to go all over the world.
Right.
You know, I was very fortunate in my career. I got to see a lot of cool stuff and do a lot of good things.
And any particular memories stand out for you?
Yeah, a lot. But if
are you allowed to say?
Yeah. If I had to do it again, New Zealand's a highlight. Of course, going to Antarctica is a highlight.
So were you based doing that flight where you take the scientists to Antarctica?
Yes.
I know a little bit about that. Thank you so very much for coming in. Joe Nathan, congratulations to you on your hard work and good luck in your career.
Thank you.
And maybe someday I'll get on the plane and you'll be saying, this is Captain Joe Nathan and I'm flying you to wherever, to Hawaii.
Exactly.
Registration is closed for this year's Aviation Day, but we'll post a link on how to get involved next year. Next up, jump-starting Cinco de Mayo celebrations with Belltown's Taqueria Cantina. We'll be right back.